Jason smiled for the photo, while his wife kissed another man just 5 feet away. She thought he was home, broken, alone. But she had no idea. He was standing right behind her, and the woman beside him, that was her lover's wife. Everything exploded after that. Jason and Emily had been married for 11 years. They had 2 kids, a small house, a normal life. At least, that's what Jason believed. Emily always looked perfect. Perfect smile, perfect clothes, perfect social media posts. But over the last year, something changed. She became cold, distant. Her phone never left her hand. And every night, she turned her screen away from him. Jason noticed everything, but he stayed quiet, because sometimes the truth is terrifying. One Friday night, Emily walked into the kitchen with excitement in her eyes. "I'm going on a girls' trip," she said. "Just for 4 days." Jason forced a smile. "Sounds fun," but something felt wrong. Very wrong. That same night, while Emily showered, her phone buzzed on the counter. Jason looked down. One message. Only 3 words. "Can't wait, babe." His stomach dropped. The contact name said Sophia. But Jason knew. No woman sends messages like that. Not to another woman. His hands started shaking. For a moment, he wanted to throw the phone across the room. Instead, he did something smarter. He took a picture of the message. Then he stayed silent. The next morning, Emily left for her girls' trip. She hugged the kids, kissed Jason on the cheek, and drove away smiling. Jason waited exactly 20 minutes. Then he opened the phone bill online. One number appeared hundreds of times. Late nights, early mornings, every single day. Jason copied the number. Then he called it. A woman answered. "Hello." Jason froze. Sorry, wrong number." But before hanging up, he heard a man's voice in the background. "Who was it, babe?" Jason's blood turned cold. That night, he couldn't sleep. His mind replayed every memory, every excuse, every late meeting, every fake smile. Then suddenly, his phone rang. Unknown number. He answered carefully. A soft voice spoke. "Is this Jason?" "Yes. My name is Claire." Pause. "I think our spouses are having an affair." Silence filled the room. Jason felt like the floor disappeared under him. Claire explained everything. Her husband's name was Daniel, a successful businessman, always traveling, always busy. But 2 weeks earlier, she found hotel bookings. 2 tickets, 1 room, a romantic beach resort in Mexico. And guess whose name appeared beside Daniel's? Emily Carter. Jason stopped breathing for a second. Claire continued. "They're there right now." Jason closed his eyes. Pain hit him like a truck. But then Claire said something unexpected. "I want to catch them." Jason looked up slowly. "What?" "I already booked a flight. You can come with me." The next morning, Jason sat beside a complete stranger on a plane to Mexico. Neither of them smiled. Neither of them slept. They were 2 broken people, connected by betrayal. Claire looked calm, but Jason noticed her hands trembling the entire flight. When they finally arrived at the resort, Jason almost lost his nerve. The place looked beautiful. Palm trees, ocean waves, couples laughing, paradise. Meanwhile, his marriage was dying. Claire checked her phone. "They're at the pool." Jason's heart pounded so hard. He thought he might faint. Step by step, they walked toward the pool area. Then Jason saw her, Emily, wearing a white bikini, laughing, happy, happier than she had been in years. And beside her, Daniel, his arm wrapped around her waist. They kissed, right there in public. Jason felt sick. Claire stared at them silently. Tears rolled down her face. But then something strange happened. Claire started laughing. Not happy laughter. The kind that comes right before someone breaks completely. Jason whispered, "What do we do?" Claire wiped her tears. "We walk over there." Emily noticed Jason first. Her face turned ghost white. The drink slipped from her hand and shattered on the ground. Daniel turned around. And when he saw Claire, all color vanished from his face too. Nobody spoke. The tension felt deadly. Finally, Emily whispered, "Jason." He looked at her quietly. "No girls' trip?" Emily started shaking. People around the pool stared openly now. Daniel tried speaking. "Listen, we can explain," Claire snapped instantly. "Explain what?" Her voice echoed across the resort. "You told me you were in Chicago." Daniel looked trapped. Emily burst into tears. But Jason felt strangely calm now. The pain had burned away. Only emptiness remained. Then Claire did something nobody expected. She reached into her purse, pulled out papers, and threw them directly into Daniel's chest. Divorce papers. Right there beside the swimming pool. People gasped. Daniel stared down in horror. Claire's voice cracked. "I gave you 16 years. Then she walked away. Jason stood frozen. Emily grabbed his arm desperately. "Please, let me explain." Jason slowly removed her hand. "Did you love him?" Emily cried harder. "It wasn't supposed to happen." "That's not what I asked." Long pause. Then Emily whispered, "Yes." That single word destroyed everything. Jason left the resort alone that night. He walked for hours beside the beach, thinking about his children, his marriage, his entire life. Then suddenly, he heard footsteps behind him. It was Claire. She sat beside him in silence. Two strangers, two shattered hearts. The waves crashed softly in front of them. Finally, Claire spoke. "You know what hurts most?" Jason looked at her. "They were happy hurting us." That sentence hit harder than anything else. Because it was true, Emily never looked guilty. Not until she got caught. Over the next few months, everything changed. Divorces, lawyers, custody battles, friends choosing sides. The perfect life disappeared completely. Emily begged Jason to forgive her. Again and again. She promised it was over. Promised she made a mistake, but Jason couldn't forget what he saw at that pool. The smiling, the kissing, the happiness. Meanwhile, Claire disappeared from his life for a while, until one unexpected day, Jason received a message. "Coffee?" It was Claire. They met at a small cafe, and for the first time since Mexico, they both smiled. Not because life was perfect, but because they survived. Months passed, then years, and strangely, the two people who were betrayed became best friends. Then something more, not because of revenge, not because of pain, but because they understood each other in a way nobody else could. One night, while sitting together on a quiet balcony, Claire laughed softly. "Imagine if they never cheated." Jason smiled sadly. "We would have never met, sometimes. The worst moment of your life leads you to the people who save it. And somewhere out there, Emily and Daniel lost everything they risked their families for, because secret love looks exciting in the dark. Until the lights turn on